Well, aloha! It's Friday. This is Jamie with Jamie Barber Homes saying aloha! It's Friday. So here we are in Southern California. It's going to be a warm weekend. It cooled down a little during the beginning of the week, but here we are. It's going to be a great weekend to go look at open houses. So if you're looking to buy, it's a good weekend to go out there and look around. So let's talk about mortgage rates, specifically what the impact of inflation has had on and will have on mortgage rates. So if you're reading headlines about inflation, the mortgage rates, and what the Fed's doing, which is the Federal Reserve, what does it mean to you, the housing markets, and your plans to buy a home? So here's what you need to know. While the Fed's working hard to lower the inflation, the latest data shows that while the number has improved some, the inflation rate is still higher than the target 2%. That played a role in the Fed's decision to raise the federal funds rate last week. As Bankrate explains, keeping its inflation fighting streak alive, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates for the 10th time in 10 meetings. The hikes aimed to cool an economy that was on fire after rebounding from the coronavirus recession of 2020. Well, while the Fed's actions don't directly dictate what happens with the mortgage rates, their decisions do have an impact and contributed to the intentional slowdown in the housing market last year. Now, how does this impact you? Well, during times of high inflation, your everyday expenses go up. That means we likely felt a pinch at the gas pump in the grocery store, which we have. By raising the federal funds rate, the Fed is actively trying to lower inflation. If the Fed is successful, it could also ultimately lead to lower mortgage rates and better home buying affordability for you. That's because when inflation is high, mortgage rates tend to be high. But as the inflation cools, experts say mortgage rates will likely fall. Now, where experts think that mortgage rates and inflations will go from here, well, moving forward, both inflation and mortgage rates will continue to impact the housing markets. And as Lawrence Yun, he's the chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, which I happen to be a member, says mortgage rates are likely to descend lower later in the year as the consumer price inflation calms down. Matt Frattantoni, oh my God, what a name, chief economist at Mortgage Bankers Association. God, I'm having trouble talking today. He explains, we continue to expect the mortgage rates will drift down over the course of the year as the economy slows. While there's no way to say with certainty where mortgage rates will go from here, the experts think mortgage rates will tend down this year if inflation comes down too. Now, to stay informed on the latest insights, connect with a trusted real estate advisor. That would be me, Jamie Barber at Jamie Barber Homes. I keep a hand on the pulse on what's happening today and help you understand what the experts are projecting and how it could impact your home ownership plans. Now, bottom line, don't let the headlines about the latest decision from the Fed confuse you. Where mortgage rates go from here depends on what happens with inflation. If inflation cools, mortgage rates should tick down as a result. So lean on me, your trusted real estate professional, to have expert insights on the housing market changes and what they'll mean for you. All right. Well, you can reach me, Jamie, at jamiebarberhomes.com. And I'm happy to discuss with you everything we've just talked about. If you want to buy, it's a good time to buy. If you want to sell, it's a good time to sell. Now, inventory is pretty low at the moment with homes that are available. So if you want to buy, you want to get in here now before it goes crazy again, where we end up with all those multiple offers and everyone out trying to outbid each other. And if you're a seller, like I said, inventory's low. It's a good time to put your house on the market. All right. This is Jamie Barber with Jamie Barber Homes saying, I'll see you next week. So aloha. Have a good Friday. Well, hopefully you don't have to work, but if you're real estate, if you work in the hospitality business or in retail sales, you're probably going to have to work this weekend. So enjoy the warmth, and we'll see you next week. Aloha.